So I'm in Hudsonville, Michigan with my good friend Jeremiah Rosa, who's an awesome photographer based out of this area. And we have decided to go have lunch at White Flame Brewery. I tried this place out a couple of days ago, just very informally. Had their mac and cheese, or cowboy mac and cheese, which was absolutely amazing, to die for. We're going to try a couple of new things today, and I've also got 6 beers we're going to try out. So the first thing that I tried out was the Lumpy Space Princess, which is an awesome name for a beer. I love this beer. It is got some great caramel color. The flavor palette is really nice. It's a nice smooth beer. It packs a lot in there. Next up is the Golden Boy, which is a golden ale. Very clean, very crisp, very refreshing. This is a everyday kind of beer that's going to keep you going for a long time. I would classify this. It's got the cleanness and refreshness of a Pilsner or a lager. Same kind of color to it, which is really nice. It's a solid beer. So next up, I'm doing the Hooterville Wheat IPA, which is really good. It's a clean filtered American wheat IPA that has some great little citrus notes. Mostly I'm getting a lot of orange in there, which is nice. So our food came out while I was in the middle of doing that last little spiel there, and it's awesome. We were told that the hot dogs were good, and they're on special today, which is why we went ahead and got some. With the chili dog, and it is everything you could ever hope a chili dog could be. I don't know where they're getting these things from, but probably the best hot dog I've ever had in my life. I'm judging from Jeremiah's face that he doesn't hate his either. Which one did you go for?
What is it called?
Stadium Light. So I'm seeing some cheese whiz. I see you got some jalapenos over there. We'll rock that out. Awesome. And then I saw you also dug into that mac and cheese that I tried out the other day. What do you think?
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like how they had that red onion in there. Kind of gives you a little bit of a tang, just kind of something to distract you from it.
Yeah.
And then obviously the pot roast that's in there is absolutely fantastic. Well, my search for a red in Michigan continues. The wonderful folks here at White Flame have given me a Captain Trav's Northwest Red Ale. Still not quite the Irish red I'm hoping for, but so far, on the list of reds that I've been able to find in Michigan, it's pretty stinking good. Good malty flavor, a little bit of earth tones in there. You have a much more refreshing and lighter overall finish to this one, which is better if you're going to be drinking more than one. I would put this with pretty much any kind of food that you can imagine. So next up is Gleska Kiss, which is their Scotch ale. Probably my favorite Scotch ale I've had in a long time. It's got a good smoky flavor, but not being overpowering by that. You've got some good earth tones in there. You've got the caramel. You've got everything that should make a really great Scotch ale. But unlike most Scotch ales that we've had recently, at least, this one is not overpowering in its filling qualities. This is one where you could actually drink a few of these and not kill yourself. I still going to recommend moderation, as this is an 8.2, so keep it light, but a very, very good beer. So next up was the Black Sheep, which is their black IPA. This one's really cool. It does not have a lot of traditional black IPA qualities, which is unique in a good way, I think. It's still got a nice hoppiness, but they malted this one up a lot higher. I'm actually getting some notes you'd normally find in more of a stout or a porter, which is really kind of cool. So my favorite part of running a blog and being in a place like this is that when they start hearing you do reviews, they start throwing beer at you. Just gave me an extra taster of the Homer Hudson, which is their brown ale. It's pretty good. I'm not a big brown ale fan, but I would drink this for sure. It's much cleaner than normal. There's not the overpowering nuttiness to it. I'm just getting some nut flavors in there. But overall, I think the things that come out the most for me are probably going to be the caramel and your little bit of roasted malt in there. Yeah, if you're a brown fan, this is definitely something to try out. If you aren't a brown fan, I would say it's at least getting in your flight, because it's going to be one of the more unique beers they have. As luck would have it, Bill White is here, and he is actually the owner and operator of the brewery. Bill, tell us a little about yourself. What brought you into brewing?
Well, long story short, I was a home brewer before I we opened this place, so kind of turned a hobby into a job. Kind of got some recipes working, and some of our friends that were over drinking beer with us said, hey, you should sell this. Maybe that's an opportunity for us. So I worked the pen and paper a little bit to try and make sense of how we could do it with what little we had, and we're able to open in 2012, January 2012. So.
Okay, so you've been in business here then for a little more than 5 years.
Yeah, yep,
Awesome.
also over 5 years. It's been a lot of work, a lot of fun.
How many barrels did you say you do a year?
Last year we did 470 something. We've got a larger, we're going from basically a 2-barrel brew house to 10-barrel brew house.
Oh, wow.
Brewing setup, brew house. It's been a project that we've been working on for like 3 years, but we're really close to being finished.
That's awesome.
So, we're excited for that. That's going to increase our ability to produce more beer.
So I tried a few different beers here. Actually, now I've gone through I think 7 at this point. You have some really great IPAs. What's your favorite beer? What's your go-to?
Well, I'd say without a doubt it's an IPA. I tend to drink a sessionable hoppy beer. It'd be my favorite. We have a couple now, a Double Tap and a Mosaic Dream are a couple of my favorites right now. Double Tap's kind of a standard that's been on solid for a couple of years. Mosaic comes and goes. We kind of do it. We call it Loopy Lunatic. That's been on the board a few times and been real popular. And we've got it coming back for Summer Beer Fest here next week. We usually find something for everybody.
Yeah, I think there's a really good selection here. I think, like I said, I reviewed 6 or 7 beers so far. I'm anxious to see what you guys do over the next few years.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a good one. Cheers.
Cheers.